message begins right now. We're told that the law of attraction is a universal principle, a principle that is as predictable and immutable as gravity. Yet, it often seems that the law doesn't work. You ask for what you want, but what you receive definitely does not match what you requested. Is the problem that you didn't ask correctly? Did the universe decide that it's not the right time to deliver your request? Or are you simply not worthy or deserving of having the things for which you're asking? If you've been using the law of attraction without seeing the results you want, you may be tempted to give up and dismiss it as something that works only for certain people. But let me assure you, the law of attraction is always working for you. When it doesn't seem to be working, that is, it's not producing the results you want, the problem is definitely not that you're unworthy or that you're asking incorrectly. The problem is much deeper. In fact, part of it resides in your DNA. The good news is that you are in control. You can take deliberate action to change your DNA and energetic field. How you work with the law of attraction. And, therefore, what you create. What you know of law of attraction is just the start. In its most basic form, the law of attraction says that we will attract into our lives the things, people, and experiences that we focus on. You may have heard this expressed as ask, and you shall receive. Focusing on what we want starts with getting clarity about what you want. You might find a picture of what you want or perhaps write a description. The goal is to craft a crystal clear picture in your mind's eye. Then you invest time imagining that you have it. You put yourself in the future and feel the feelings you'll have when you finally attract it into your life. Simply stating your request, as you would if you were ordering a pizza, isn't enough to activate the law of attraction. Emotion is vital to the process. Emotion is really energy in motion and the language to which the universe responds. Once you've activated your request with focus and emotion, you let go and trust with 100% confidence that your request will be answered. And it will be answered, have no doubt. This is where the second component of the law of attraction, like attracts like, comes into play. You attract things, people, and experience that match what you are asking for. Remember that the law of attraction is a universal principle. It doesn't matter if you believe in it, it's going to work whether or not you believe, just as gravity does. But since it's always working, you may as well learn how to use it consciously so that you can deliberately attract the things, people, and experiences into your life that you want. To understand how to do that, and what goes wrong for most people when they're placing their requests, we need to dive deeper and take a look at what's happening at a quantum level. Everything is energy. Everything in the universe is energy. The chair you're sitting on, the clothes you're wearing, the food you've eaten today, the bed you slept in, even you, whether alive or inanimate, everything is energy. Furthermore, all energy is constantly in motion, even the things that appear to be inanimate and stationary, such as the floor or a piece of furniture. Your desk may be completely still in your reality, but on a quantum level, it is in constant movement, continuously contracting and expanding. It's producing a vibration or resonance, a steady stream of resonant waves. You can't see or hear these waves, but they exist. Their motion is measured and defined as a frequency. Here's why this matters to you and your ability to create the world you want, including the wealth you want, the relationships you desire, or a career that aligns with your passions. Quantum physics tells us that sound creates matter. The forms into which matter organizes itself depends on the frequency that's being broadcast. Like all forms of energy, you are constantly producing a frequency that's unique to you. This signature frequency is being broadcast into the universe like a radio beacon. The world around you is being shaped, literally being called into creation. By your frequency, you're attracting the things, people, experiences and opportunities that resonate with your frequency, or more accurately, their frequencies are in phase resonance with your frequency. What doesn't resonate is repelled. When you're regularly attracting the things you don't really want and seemingly repelling what you're asking for, it's time to look more closely at the frequency you're sending out. Wealth gene: conscious versus unconscious attraction. When we're consciously focusing on what we want to attract, we use tools such as affirmations, visualization, vision boards, journals, and the like. We use words to define what we want, pictures to focus our attention, and mental movies to help us feel the feelings we'll have when those dreams become a reality. Remember that emotion equals energy and motion. The positive emotions triggered by these powerful steps literally changes the motion of our energy. Our energetic bodies send out different wave patterns, which translates into a higher frequency. When that happens, your outer world begins to reorganize to align with the new frequency you're transmitting. You start to see results that tell you the law of attraction is working. For example, you might have a serendipitous encounter with someone who can help you move closer to a goal, or you may have an unexpected sum of money arrive in your mailbox. The law of attraction: taste success and then lose it. Unfortunately, you may be experiencing only glimpses of success. You experience a taste of what you want to create, but then quickly end up right back in the circumstances you're trying to get out of. This happens because of an inconsistent signature frequency. To be able to create the reality you want on a consistent, predictable basis, you need to maintain your signature frequency at a higher level than where it currently resides. But most people cannot sustain the higher frequency. It's not because they can't focus, they're unworthy, or they're flawed. It's often because of their DNA, how your DNA influences your wealth. Most of us think of DNA as the genetic material that determines our physical body and health, but only 3% of our DNA is for physical coding. The rest makes up what is called the epigenome, literally, above genetics. Your epigenetics is responsible for turning on or off ways of behaving that are hardwired into your body. It contains information that makes you have certain fear or love reactions to the world. Think of it as a switchboard for your DNA. The genetic traits controlled by this switchboard impact your behaviors and how you see the world. The way your epigenome is coded can make you a wildly successful entrepreneur, or it can make you very afraid of trying new things. It all depends on whether the genes that are vital to creating wealth and success are turned on or off. Consider the willingness to try new things and take risks, which is one of the key personality traits of successful millionaires and billionaires. When your epigenome is coded so that your risk-taking ability is turned off, you might find it very hard to go out and try to be entrepreneurial. It will make it seem impossible to do anything other than work a safe, limited job. On the flip side, when your epigenome has turned that same gene on, you might experience the sort of amazingly inspired thinking of someone like Elon Musk. You've inherited DNA that's limiting you. Research conducted by the Emory University School of Medicine revealed that fears and limiting beliefs can be passed down from generation to generation via DNA, up to 6 generations back. You can read more about this study and jumpstart your wealth gene, how to unlock your potential. That's right. When you came into this world, you weren't starting with a clean slate. You inherited a body that came pre-programmed with fears and beliefs that were inherited from your parents, grandparents, and ancestors up to 6 generations back. For example, if some family members grew up in war-torn conditions or lived through Depression-era poverty, you've likely inherited their beliefs that there's not enough money or money is hard to come by. It's difficult to go into the world and succeed with the deeply entrenched mindset that someone's bound to rip me off or my family's no good with money so I'm not good with money. If that messaging is being broadcast in your frequency, don't expect to be making millions anytime soon. Think of these bits of DNA as viruses that infect your energetic field. Just like a computer virus affects the performance of a computer, these viruses affect your ability to create the life you want. Viruses cause interference that breaks up and even completely changes your signature frequency. Imagine driving through the countryside trying to find a station on the radio. You get a clear signal for a minute and start singing along to the song you're hearing. Then the tune disappears into a burst of static. A few moments later, you can hear the song clearly again. And then again, it disappears into static. You drive over a hill, and suddenly you're picking up a completely different broadcast, country music instead of rock. That's exactly what happens when you're trying to create a specific result using the law of attraction. You might be able to broadcast a specific frequency long enough to get a glimpse of the success you want, but then the viruses in your DNA cloud up your frequency, making it harder to call in what you want. Sometimes, it even changes your frequency so much that you're creating things you don't want. Wealth gene. You're constantly being infected. Inherited patterns are just one way that your energetic field can be infected with viruses. Other common sources of infection include culture and media. Plugging into the 24/7 cycle provides you with constant negative messaging that the world is a dangerous, bleak place. You'll also receive messages that affect your sense of worthiness, such as that you need to look a certain way to be loved or that you need certain items to be cool. Significant life events. Painful, traumatic and significant events infect us with beliefs that are designed to keep us safe, but that actually limit us. For example, if you've been cheated on in love or business, you may have picked up a virus that says, "People aren't trustworthy." Acting on this belief may help you avoid future betrayals, but it will also cause you to miss out on amazing opportunities. Authority figures. When we believe certain people have more power, wisdom or control than we do, we can pick up viruses related to the messages they give us. These types of viruses often affect how worthy and capable we see ourselves as being. Viruses also affect your behavior. Jumpstart your wheel. The viruses infecting your energetic field don't just change your frequency. They're also responsible for how aspects of your personality play out. They are either helping you or holding you back. There is no neutral. If you're like most people, you likely experience scarcity mindset and struggle. Your coding is causing you to fail when you need to succeed, and it's making you blind to the opportunities staring at you today. Right about now, you might be thinking that you're trapped. That if your DNA markers for wealth and success are turned off, you're stuck in your life as it is now, just as your eye color or height is unchangeable. But nothing could be further from the truth. Just as computers can be wiped clean of viruses so they perform more efficiently, you, too, can rid yourself of the viruses that are interfering with your frequency and repelling the things you want most to attract into your life. Jumpstart your wealth gene. How to unlock your potential offers a more detailed discussion about the effect of your DNA markers, how they were created, and how you can change them to take control of your destiny. On to the message. Much love to all of you soul sisters, brothers. Watch my previous videos for better understanding. New subscribers will be updated with the latest articles and informations. We hope this channel has helped you discover where to start on your actual spiritual path. It's a good karma to put a like, comment, subscribe and share with your beloved ones. Leave your suggestion in the field below. All the love to you, beautiful souls.